WNBC-TV in New York. This is Live at 5 with Jack Cafferty, Sue Simmons, and Al Roker with the weather.
Still ahead tonight, the end of an era in radio. We'll go live to the sign-off of WNBC AM.
And Roger Grimsby is standing by with a report on the disappearance of some of the most famous call letters in broadcasting, WNBC. We'll be back.
Well, I love your show. I don't have FM. Thank you very much.
That's we're going to miss you, bud.
Thank you very much. WNBC.
Yeah, hi. This is Eric.
Well, some of the most famous call letters in all of broadcasting about to be silenced forever. WNBC Radio, 66 on the AM radio dial, goes off the air forever tonight at 5:30. WFAN of Emmis Broadcasting Company will take over that spot on the dial. We have two reports for you. Al Roker is out at Shea Stadium with Don Imus, who is standing by to take part in the changeover. Don will remain with WFAN. First, though, Roger Grimsby is down on the second floor here in the RCA building in Rockefeller Center as WNBC Radio gets ready to say goodbye. Roger?
Your last call. You are our last phone call on WNBC.
660 on the dial in a matter of minutes will belong to an all-sports radio.
What is your name?
This studio is filled now, and tomorrow it's going to be empty.
Caroline who?
About 50 people. Tomorrow won't have any place to go.
Okay,
what do you
thank
say
you,
at a time
Caroline.
like this?
Bye.
Thank
Well,
you.
some people had these thoughts.
So it's like D-Day, you know, like Doomday for me, you know, and so I'm going to miss everybody.
I think the overriding feeling is the demise of the bastion of radio, WNBC. It's been around since 1922, 66 years, ironically, of broadcasting. And to see that come to an end, not only do I think there's something almost inherently wrong with it, but I think it's extremely sad.
So much history. RCA bought the station, W2XY, in 1926, changed the call letters to WNBC, and provided a national platform for the likes of Jack Benny, Fred Allen, Maestro Arturo Toscanini in the NBC Symphony, Amos and Andy, Backstage Wife. The list goes on.
All I know is I throw the ball to first base. Now, whoever it is drops the ball, so Valentine wants a second. Yes. Now, I pick up the ball, and I throw it to who? Whoever it is drops the ball. 2, 1.
You heard the countdown. It's over. We switch now to Al Roker at Shea Stadium with Don Imus standing by. Don to move to the new location, 660.
Sports Radio 66, WFAN, New York.
Hey, well, we're out here where they've actually flipped the switch. It is now 66 AM WFAN. The end of 66 years in a rainy Shea Stadium parking lot. I'll be back with an interview with Don Imus when we continue.
It is Drew. And they're also Drew at 60.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Don Imus, formerly of 66 WNBC, now with WFAN. How does it feel, Don?
Boy, it feels great, Al.
Does it really?
Yeah, standing out here in the parking lot at Shea in the rain.
Now, this is an all-sports station, Don.
Yeah.
How much do you know about sports?
Well, we're going to do essentially what we've been doing in the morning the past few years.
Yeah.
Hopefully a little more successfully. But I know a lot about sports.
Like who's pitching tonight in the Mets game?
Ron Darling for the Mets.
Right.
And Sandy Koufax for the Dodgers.
I don't think it's Sandy Koufax.
John Tudor.
John Tudor, yes. So now, as far as you're concerned, these folks who bought the station and have now changed it, how do you feel about them?
Well, it's an outstanding radio broadcasting company.
And you're only saying that because the boss is behind you?
I'm not saying that, but every station they have in every market in the country is number one. In fact, they own Hot 97 here in New York, one of the top 2 or 3 stations already.
Right.
So we're looking forward to great things. NBC became disinterested in the radio business 3 or 4 years ago, and there were a lot of good people and are a lot of good people there. But I'm looking forward to...
This is very attractive. Oh, I turned off the station! Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you going to talk to me and fool around now?
I'm sorry, Don.
Oh, okay.
Well, yes.
So we're very excited.
You're very excited. Yeah. Are you excited about being here right now?
It's not bad. You volunteered to cover this,
I did volunteer, and you're pretty happy to be. I saw your limo over there just a moment ago. It's very nice.
It's great. We'll take you for a ride later, Al.
Will you really? I bet you will.
Have some cookies and milk?
Oh, boy. Now, when people tune in the morning at 66, they're still going to hear the same Imus in the morning.
Yes, they are.
Are you going to be doing any more, like, sports stuff on the show?
No, just essentially what we're doing now. Don Crickey's with us, as you know.
Right.
And just basically the show we've been doing. Step on Edberg. But that's essentially it, you know.
Now, when you heard about this, what was your initial reaction?
Well, I called the lawyers to make sure they had to pay me. And then we tried to get as much money as we could from FM stations and decided to stay here.
So it's going to work out okay for you?
I actually think it is. I'm enthusiastic about it.
Will you invite sports fans to call your show?
No, we really don't want to talk to a lot of sports fans. No.
No?
We'll let Pete handle that and Bill Mazur and those guys.
How do you feel about George Steinbrenner, Don? We'll prepare you for this.
He's a Nazi.
Okay, good. He's a Nazi?
Yes, he is.
Well, while we're on the subject of sports, boy, it's really starting to rain here.
Did you predict this?
No, we didn't predict this, Don. Let me ask, what do you think about the Robin Givens, Mike Tyson thing?
Gee, I'm really surprised she's suing him for divorce, aren't you? Those black people, man, aren't they fun?
I knew he couldn't get away with a whole lot without insulting somebody.
No.
No.
Oh God, it's just great.
It's really now that you're like in the 80s and you're working for a kind of a conservative company. Are you going to cut your hair?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, I figure as soon as I hit 60, I'll cut it.
So that's in what, about 6 months?
Yeah, about 3 days.
Okay, Don Imus, we're now WFAN. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. Okay, thank you guys. Bye. Okay. Just a joke.